Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Hard Reads. It is me, TKbreezy, with Austy and special guest Hazmatt. Welcome to the stream, Hazmatt. How are you?
Thanks, Scott. One second, I'll mute myself. Yeah, I'm good, man. Just got back from work, had a little bit of dinner. I am having a fantastic week going from Genesis to this latest patch. It's been a pretty good stretch of a couple days here for me. How are you guys doing?
Man, we're pretty good. I mean, you hit me with the news anchor. He had to give back. All right, yeah. So anyway, man, yeah, it's pretty good. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. The first of many things is obviously Genesis and EVO Japan happened this weekend, with two new victors of that. And then on top of that, Byleth came out yesterday. That was a great time, which means a whole nother patch came out yesterday, which means a whole nother list of complaints came out yesterday. And over the week, a redacted member of the community decided, you know what, I haven't had enough. And he went to a local. So we'll talk about all that today. But let's talk about the thing that most of us went to, Genesis. Genesis won by Mars. Good shit to Mars. Obviously, just amazing tournament throughout. Mars coming in from the New England area, which is the same place as Hazmatt. That's your son, if I recall correctly. So how'd you feel about that?
It was amazing, dude. It really was. I've known that kid since he was, Jesus, just this little shitty teenager when he was like, I think 15 or whatever when he first started playing Smash 4. And he's always had some really good wins. I think some A tier wins. I'm pretty positive this is his first S tier win. And he joined me after he beat Samsora 3-1, your son. Mm-hmm. And then he came down and he found me in the crowd. We sat down. We were just kind of talking. And he was like, we were watching Leo kind of tear up through the bracket. He goes, I want Leo to make it to Grands. I want to beat Leo. And I was like, I agree. Like it'd be great, obviously, if you won an S tier, no matter what the circumstances are. But there would always be this asterisk of like, but you didn't beat Leo. So Leo came through as expected, and Mars was able to take him down 3-0. Mars 3-0. Actually, he dropped 3 games this Genesis. 3 games. Yeah, one to Samsung, two to Meister, which is weird because Zero Suit wins that matchup. But yeah, that's fun. So it was an incredible experience. Just knowing this person and watching him grow and care so much and try so hard and finally succeed in his ultimate goal, really. What?
Viram is on point with has a son, wanted S tier, and his character got buffed. He is prospering right now.
Best. I didn't even want chem buffs, dude. They happen, though.
Timeline,
why? So. I saw those clips of like the combos and the shields that are just breaking shields left and right. How true is that? Have you messed with the character at all?
Yeah, of course I did, but like it's hard to tell how true thing. That's K9 tweeted that. Obviously, K9 loves Ken. If you guys didn't know, if you guys haven't seen the video, he loves that character. But he was like, "How much of this is true?" And I was like, "Dude, it was because honestly, I think the buffs helped Ryu a little bit more. Not to like get too into it, but hitting Ryu's back air into down smash into Shoryu broke a shield, and he was like, how much of this can I roll out of this? I was like, dude, if Ryu full hops and back airs and hits your shield, you kind of deserve to have it broken, honestly. Like he's clearly winding it up from like half the stage away. Yeah. So I was like, I get it, but I think it might be true. The back air has ridiculous shield stun and a lot of hits. So I don't know, man. There's so much left to be seen. Ken might be the worst Shoto. We have no idea.
That was actually awesome. Used to be the Locust special right there, the back air to Shoryu.
Yes.
Yeah, because that shield stun, people kept trying to do stuff to it, and then next thing you know, you're gone. Good times.
That's absolutely right, yeah. Good for some of us, yeah, that was good times.
I mean, it was good times to see someone fall for the same thing trick 3 times in a set, but I was like, come on, bro. Like, you see the percentage you're at. You know it's coming next.
You know your opponent. You know who he is.
Oh, man.
Damn, Locust.
Speaking of, actually, there's a decent amount we can actually talk about in the patch and just kind of throw that in there, as well as the Byleth talk. But let's get to the Byleth talk first. But before we finish that, I guess we have to go back to the EVO Japan talk. So Genesis, amazing tournament. If you don't go to Genesis, by the way, you're missing out. Go to the next one. Like if you have to skip every tournament in from October to December to go to Genesis, it's actually worth it. Genesis is an amazing tournament. So yeah, big shout outs to Bobak for continuing to throw such amazing tournaments. Genesis 8 you already know it's coming sometime in January, February of next year. EVO Japan, though, hopefully this doesn't happen next year with them being on the same date. But EVO Japan had a crazy amount of competition as well. I don't actually remember who won that. So if you have it pulled up. Shootone, okay.
Mm-hmm. You have the top 8? Second.
No, okay. Yeah, I saw that none of our American representatives didn't No anti, no Mr. E, none of that.
They both got 17. So like the tournament was stacked and it was huge. Like I think they had like 1,000. It had more entrants than Genesis. So it was a huge tournament.
Sorry, some of those were definitely DQs though, like for sure.
Yeah,
I guess it was free entry. I guess at EVO Japan too.
Yeah,
so that might have something
like I'd enter any tournament for free, and I don't have to show up. Like I'm,
you have no obligations.
Oh man.
Top 8 was Shuton won. Kome got second. T, Pac-Man, not Link. We always gotta T the drink got third.
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce this player's name. Pass the Fox.
Oh, Passimeramin, something like that. Whatever.
Passer ramen. I don't know. I'm making that up.
Passimeramin.
Somewhere we're giving Paradin a heart attack right now. Like,
I meant to preemptively apologize to Paradin, as I usually do when I just live life. Zachary got 5th, Rido got 5th, and Ken, the Sonic, got 7, tied for 8th with Shaky CSS.
Oh, so, okay. All right, that's actually a pretty decent looking top 8. But yeah, I heard that someone dropped the prize controller.
What?
At the end, but it wasn't Shuton. I think he handed it to someone and they dropped it or something like that. But but yeah, bro. So I mean, you only
Sakurai himself made that controller,
and someone already sabotaged your game-winning controller, your tournament-winning controller. Oh, he dropped the controllers. He passed the trophy to Shuton. Wow, that's crazy. Well, you know, it is what it is. I have to say, though, you still want an S tier. There's a crazy amount of representation there. To say that you won that is amazing. So good stuff to Shuton, who won EVO Japan. I would have definitely went to EVO Japan if it wasn't on the same day. But I was glad to see that like Virum got out there and Vicky got out there and DC. So still has some really good commentary going on for that. Big shout outs to Virum and Vicky and DC. But you know, I would have definitely loved to go for other reasons. They got tech in there and stuff. I would have been able to get multiple games. So hopefully next year we line it up to where that does not happen. Yeah. So that's all we got on that. Let's move it on. Going to the Byleth, who just came out and everyone's saying the character's trash. Haz, what do you think?
Yep, that's correct. Next topic. So it's a slow sortie that doesn't really function like a sortie, but doesn't really function like a projectile user. Like only not looking good day one. But to everyone's credit, Joker, no one was really blown away with Joker until Leo picked up the character. So as with any character in this game, I think with the right hands, it can make some waves. Like if James pops up with this character, some shit, I can see that happening. But and I think I've seen this feedback a lot, and this character just not the one for me. Slow, it's got a sword, crappy projectiles, pretty cool recovery. I wish the upbeat combos were true. It's one thing I really wish. Not flashy.
I don't know. The thing I want is if I could also angle my forward and back air, like on some on some Belmont. Yeah, I would. I don't even need to angle it up. I just need to angle it down. Like forward and down would be good enough for me. Like just that not being able to hop out of shield, that kills me, because like you have all this range, but then when your shield's getting pressured from a decent range, you actually can't do anything about it. Like if Marth forward airs your shield, you can't jump out of shield neutral air because there's not enough range on that, and then you jump forward air or back air and you're gonna miss. So I don't know, man. It's a little interesting, but I don't think the character is trash. I think the character might be the worst DLC that is put out as far as tier wise. First impression. I didn't like Banjo either, but Banjo can like, you know, camp and be annoying. So like that's gonna give him a little, and he has some pretty good decent kill power. Terry's pretty good. Joker's godlike, and Hero is like, it's whatever. Like there's some good heroes out there, but for the most part, like I feel like everyone's still stuck in that hero's a gimmick stigma. Even though, like, you know, Salem has done well with Hero, Parappa's done well with Hero, and Salem plays like a more honest hero anyway. He's like, I just want to power up. That's all I want. He's not looking for thwacks and whacks and kabooms and stuff. He just wants to power up the whole time. So
he whacked Mutace at that Florida tournament.
It's bound to happen. I'm just saying, though, like when you go through the venue,
it's not his game plan. It's not his game plan.
Didn't he get light too?
I don't know about the light one.
I remember Light was upset about the set, even though he won. So I assumed it had something to do with RNG. But
I don't remember about that one. So
are we counting Piranha Plant?
No, Piranha Plant. I feel like he was in the game, and also like I think Piranha Plant is just that was like Sakurai's like fuck you to us, like like,
Bro, I
basically,
popped off
you know,
when I
I
saw
can
that
do
character.
whatever I want, like that's what he said, and you're just gonna eat the shit. So I didn't dislike. I've not disliked a single character that's been put into the game because my character's been in the game since like I don't know, Smash 1, 2. Like I've always had a character in each game. There's never been a situation where I'm like, wow, I still don't have a character to play. So now that we have everyone back, I don't know how people are still complaining about their character not getting in. If your character's not in by now with this 80 character game, like you don't want to play Smash. Like that's
there are 80 characters. There are 80 characters. How do you not have a character that you like? You don't like the game if you don't like a character. Like that's pretty much where it's at.
Yep. Like, yep. And most people that are getting upset, I feel like you're getting your own hopes up. Like no one told you that Master Chief is coming out. No one told you that Sora is coming out. You know, you're just like, oh, I'm for sure it's gonna happen. Oh shit, there's no way it's not. And then you get a character that's not those, and you're like, wow, fuck you, Sakurai. Like, send him a mail, send him an email. Like, hey man, you gotta put this in next, or I'm coming to your house.
No, send him a fucking letter, dude.
Yeah, send him a letter. Actually,
didn't he say something about Twitter on the Byleth reveal? Didn't he say something during that direct? I feel like he said something about
the characters have already been confirmed for the next season. So he asked, please don't send me, don't send me anything because they've already been decided.
Good memory.
Man, don't ask me for shit. Like, you guys have asked me for enough shit. I'm done with it. Like, all right. So either way, I mean, I'm enjoying Byleth. Let's see how long that lasts though, because I feel like every DLC, like I get in there and I enjoy them for like a week, and then like I go back to play someone else.
I liked Terry a lot, but then again, I dropped him pretty quickly. But everyone else, I just kind of messed around with.
Yeah,
Terry, we were saying this too, watching Squad Strike at Glitch. There were a lot of Terrys and a lot of heroes on a lot of teams. And I feel like Hero, and I said this at Glitch, I feel like Hero kind of took that Captain Falcon spot. Because everyone used to say, see my Captain Falcon, it's so sick. No, my Falcon's sick. But everyone's like, yo, I got a nice hero, actually. I got a really nice, see my hero. Like everybody says that about their hero. Everyone thinks they're a speed reader and they think they're nasty with this hero. Maybe not.
I don't have the reading comprehension.
Bro, I see that. I see that first little line of the S, and I already know what spell it is, man. Like I got it down pat.
You gotta watch some prepper videos.
I've definitely top deck.
I have
not top deck. I don't really top deck a lot. I use a second deck. So I started. I hit down once and then hit B. I've definitely killed myself multiple times with kamikaze doing that. I'm like the second option's got to be it. Oh, kamikaze.
No, the strat is the third deck. That way you get time to read see what it is before you pick it, and then you just pick it anyways.
All right. All right.
I'm a slow reader, dog. Like it takes me a while. Yeah.
Well, as far as the rest of the patch goes, obviously the Shadows got buffed, but one of the bigger buffs that I'm actually like very interested in seeing is how Sheik is now. Like, so I'm very interested to see Void's next tournament. I was watching him play a lot today. And like on paper, you're thinking like, all right, they're not that crazy, but the needle buff, that's crazy. The side B buff, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? The up B buff, that's whatever too. But the needle buff is like, and the grab buff somewhat. I feel like I'm still missing grabs like right in front of me, so I don't really know what buff we're talking about. But the needle buff definitely in itself, I feel like that is enough to be like, all right, is she going to be crazy? I saw Void getting something like different or getting like aerial or short hop needle confirms into bouncing fish while still landing on stage, and I don't think that was possible before. So that's good. I want to see how this character plays out, or pretty much any Sheik main that's actually like really popping. If Mr. R decides to pick it back up too, or like one of the Sheik mains I may be forgetting my name shows up to the next tournament, pops off with him. Good stuff. I'm still playing Sheik because I was already playing Sheik. The only character I dropped in my lineup was Marth for Byleth. So yeah.
Karna, by the way, is probably Sheik. I think I played Karna at Genesis a lot. We played a ton. I was at the after party, so granted, it might not have been the cleanest games of Smash we've ever played, but I remember being very impressed by Sheik. And I played Lade Sheik and I played Sharp, if you know him. He's a really good Sheik from New England too, weirdly. So I played them, so I know like the ceiling for good Sheiks. And I played Karna and I was like, damn, this guy's Sheik is really good, really, really good. So like better than his Joker, which is hard to say.
All right. Well, that's good stuff. I'm glad that he's definitely popping off. With the Sheik, I definitely forgot about Karna. I saw him too and asked him what he got. He said he got 65th, which is like at Genesis, that's still like
really good.
Yeah, that's still a really good placing. I mean, it's once you get to like top 128, like you're just playing a bunch of top 8 matches at that point in time. So it's like, all right, I get it, man. Obviously not everyone can can pop off, but you popped off all the way to 65th, so I'll give it up.
give it up to turn it up.
Did he use Sheik all the way in that bracket, or did he mostly use Joker, right?
He probably went Joker. Honestly, like when we played, he went mostly Sheik, like lots and lots of Sheik. And someone asked him for a money match, and he went all Sheik. So I think he was like mostly Sheik. So I know he was popping off about that. So
Blueberry said he can see Nia Tono picking up Sheik back up.
oh yeah,
Ooh.
Was he playing Sheik earlier in this game, or he was just a Smash 4 Sheik that swapped off? Because
he messed around with Diddy, I thought.
yeah, but in Smash 4, yeah, he definitely had the Diddy. But I mean, I feel like he probably had a Sheik. You know, man, I think that like
He had a Sheik in Smash 4.
all the Japanese players who will play like the top tier characters, they can all play them all. So Nia Tono probably has a Cloud too, like a Bayo at a time, like from Smash 4. So he just opted to play Diddy and Sheik.
yeah. The Diddy Sheik combo was obviously famous too, and just really solid all around because of Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, obviously, Byleth, we'll probably see what happens with that next week. We'll probably do like a little wrap up and see what everyone thinks about it a week from now. The only people I know that are really playing Byleth that are like saying, "Oh, I'm going to play Byleth," is Ryuga. He's the only person I've seen that's like, "Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make it happen." And he's like, "Y'all can say he sucks, but if you get mixed by me, then whatever." So I think Byleth's in the spot right now where like, if you lose to a Byleth, like you can definitely lose to him. But I think if you study the matchup, it'd probably be a lot harder for someone to really jank you out as long as you have good nerves and things like that. So
yeah,
I don't know. Character's interesting.
Yeah, Ryuga's the guy who played Ike for all of Smash 4 and like kind of had a core in a little bit, I think, started working on one. So I think James is playing Byleth too.
Okay.
So, and I'll always look forward to him, whatever damn character he wants to play. Even Diddy, I'll always watch his Diddy, even though I hate that character. I like James's Diddy. So excited to see what he's going to do. Even though I think his Chrom is like pretty damn perfect. So don't really want to see him switch off of that.
Is he picking up Byleth because he likes Three Houses or because he's actually interested in like the character's moveset?
Probably a little bit of both would be my guess. I haven't seen too much.
Yeah, I don't know about his game choices. I just like the moveset. I don't give a shit about Three Houses. I'm big. I'm big out.
Bro, the fourth house is coming though. You can get prepared.
I'm good. Anyway, but you don't loves Fire Emblem Three Houses, so
you don't have 140 hours to dump into an RPG right now?
Man, I watched Fats play most of it. I watched him play about like 50 hours, and he said he wasn't even close to being done. And I was like, oh my god, nope. I almost didn't finish Octopath for that same reason. Like that game had eight stories. Like I'm sick.
They didn't even connect.
Octopath. I like the battle system.
It was great.
The battle system was dope. It's just, I mean, after you do your 9,000th battle, like it starts to get a little stagnant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's 8 characters. Their stories don't intertwine until you play 130 hours and then beat the end game, like the secret boss. Like everything about like surface level, that game was pretty damn perfect. And then you play it for more than 10 hours and you're like, okay, what the fuck? Like, when is this gonna make any sense? I don't get it.
Story was shit. Story was shit. I'll put it out there. I just want the characters to talk to each other, like to have any significance besides like the small little scenes. Whatever.
It was optional to have your characters interact in an RPG. You tell me how that makes any fucking sense? That game pissed me off.
The main characters.
Yes.
They're gonna put one of those characters in Smash. Anyway, you know what? If they did put an Octopath character in Smash, I think I want it to be the dancer chick.
She would be a good one. I want the warrior. What's his name? Ulbrich.
Yeah,
Ulbrich.
I love all those characters. We all love and remember.
Play Ganon. Fuck out of here! Like,
what the fuck you mean?
Just play Ganon. He's right there, bro.
That's not even the same thing.
All right.
Oh, Ganon's got a sword and he's big. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Ulbrich.
And they're old. They're old too. That's the thing.
Ulbrich's like 30. What?
He's old. He's like a war hero.
Bro, we're old. Come on.
They could use Hannet too, but like that would be a little hard. Well, Sakurai's been doing weird shit. He could probably do it. Anyway, so into our last topic, obviously, we got to talk about what's going on with this ally situation, which is going to probably open up some other stuff too. So Ally decided, you know what, bros, I'm coming back to Smash, but only to his locals, and his locals welcomed him with open arms, which is kind of weird to me.
They were proud about it.
Yeah, they were like, really.
It was a step above just like, oh, this is happening. It's like, this is really happening, and we're really excited about this.
They advertised it, dude.
No, you know what time it is. The best snake in the world is coming to our local. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with that?
I love everyone wrote anti.
Not players.
Oh, jeez.
So this is the thing. Do I think Ally needs to be banned from Smash forever? No, but I do think he should not be allowed to enter and ever get any form of clout from like PGR events at all. Like anything that ends up being, even if it just becomes like a C tier, he can't go. Like I think that's the level of his ban. I don't want, he should be on stream. He shouldn't be nothing. In the same light, it always kind of threw me off that the ban that he got was actually less than Captain Zach's ban. Captain Zach can also still go to his locals if he wants. No one's, if his local TO is allowing that. But Captain Zach's banned for 5 years, and I think Allies is not that long.
I thought his was life. I thought Ally was life.
Is he life?
I thought Ally was life.
So, yeah.
I was ready to say because I think
that was longer than life.
No, that must have changed recently because I remember.
Who's in charge of that committee? Who makes these decisions?
I don't know who makes the decisions. I just know that for like, I heard before we got to the point of Allies is life now that Captain Zach, they must have did his first. Everyone was like, wow, that's crazy. But now if his is for life, it is what it is. I think that's the type of energy we need to carry on so that people, you set an example that like no one is safe. Like you can't be out here preying on young people regardless. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even, and it doesn't matter if like Zach was the initiator or not. Ally is the same age as me. So, or maybe like a little younger. I'm 30. I'm pretty sure he's comparable because we've been in the scene for the same amount of time.
He's 28, I think.
It's 12 years older at the very least, 12 or 11, and that's too much. That's too much age.
And there's just, for being the older person in the situation, everything else doesn't matter. How did you allow yourself to get in that situation? You know what I mean? Like how this should have never been a thing. This should never have happened. And I agree with you. I think precedent needs to be set. And for the greater good of the scene, this is something that needs to happen and be taken seriously. Absolutely.
So Montreal, I feel like they've definitely made themselves a laugh out the Smash community for that week. And if they continue to allow him, I'm sure that more people will be. And it's not even about like, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't feel safe around him. I don't want to buy into that argument because, it's not like he's going to go about and do this to literally. That's like the same argument as like being homophobic because you think every gay dude wants to fuck you. Like, that's not how that works. You know what I mean? Like, he obviously will have attraction to people, but that doesn't mean every person that is underage is now going to be unsafe. I think being uneasy around him is more of the word that you're probably looking for because, there's this guy who has been like, kind of sexually predatoring around, and now he's just existing in your space. And that is an uneasy feeling. And I can 100% agree with that.
Right.
So.
Right.
And in Montreal's defense, their defense, what they said, I'm not defending them. Montreal said that everyone doesn't know the whole story, and it's like it doesn't matter because Ally confessed. It doesn't matter how it happened. It happened, and like you said, he's the adult in the situation. So it just
exactly.
If we let him come back, like you were saying earlier, it sets a precedent that like, this is okay. I can do this. It has nothing to do with being safe around him. Like at all.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the only way that story would matter is if Ally was like held at gunpoint.
Yes, photographic
Zach
proof.
was like, you better do this shit right now. And it's like, all right, well, you got me at gunpoint. Like, what am I do now? But that was not the case. So imagine if that was the case though. Like, I'd have to come back and be like,
that'd be nuts, dude.
Well,
like,
I mean, we've had
imagine
worse. Not worse than gunpoint. We've had comparable with JK trying to run people over this car. So
I
forgot about that.
I actually forgot about that too. I forgot about that.
Great time.
Yeah. I actually forgot about him as like a person, as a human being. JK, man.
Everybody always forgets about JK. I haven't seen that guy in a while, but probably won't be seeing him
for good reason.
So, yeah, but as I'm saying, all I want to say is that make sure that we're setting good precedent for younger people. Like, as an adult of the community and now a Smash dad, like I have to look out for the younger people. So if I see some weird shit, I'm gonna say, "Hey, bro, stop being weird." Like I don't want to see anybody. Like, all right, I'm 30 now. Even if there was like a girl that was like 18 and she was interested in me, I just would not. I would not entertain that. Like I could not entertain that. Like we are in two different places in life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like there's a like maturity gap that has been kind of circumvented in Smash because like we're all, once you hit past 21 in Smash, like we're all on the same playing field basically, where, oh, you know, we're going to party and drink and all that good stuff. But still, I think there's precedence to be set. I don't think that you should be age gating anyone, but there should be, you know, bigger criteria and what you find attractive outside of, oh, this person plays Smash. And also you want to have someone that's intellectually like on the level as you. So like now that I'm 30, I won't look at a girl that's under like 24, you know what I'm saying? Like, for dating purposes. And then if you're like 18 to 22, then like even hooking up purposes, I'm like, I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we're just in two different spots of life. Well, and I just don't get how you can be in the same spot of life that you were 18 years or 10 years ago. Like that's where I kind of feel like Ally is, you know what I'm saying? Like we were 18, 10 or 18 and 16, 10 years or 12 years ago. And now you're still in the same mindset that you can get away with like talking to people that are 16 to 18, but you're now 28. Like that's
in an inappropriate way, because like you said, it's about being aware of who you are and what, you know, like how could this look, you know, from the outside, or how, you know, is this going to get bad, or how could this look? Because I'll talk to players about, you know, playing the game and all that stuff, and that's about it. You know what I'm saying? Like Light, I think Light, he's like 19 or some shit, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really know, but I'll talk to him about the game all day long. He's asked me questions about like credit score and like adult things. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like we can talk about that shit. That's cool. But like anything else, man, no, it's just not. You gotta be aware. Being self-aware is so important.
Yeah.
It's weird because like we're in a situation where like Smash is, compared to other FGC games, more kiddie, you know, in terms of like there's way more young people playing Smash than playing Street Fighter or Tekken. And because of that, we have such a large age group playing the game now. You know, you have 14-year-olds, you have 15-year-olds playing Smash, going to tournaments, going to locals. At those same locals, they're 35-year-olds going. They're sometimes 40-year-olds. You know, it's like it's just like they're gonna cross paths. Eventually, they're gonna have to fight each other in tournament. So it's kind of weird that you can become friends with someone that like that much younger than you. But again, it's all about self-control in that regard. Like I find that disgusting. But
even then, I wouldn't call like. It's tough. Like, is this person my friend, you know, or we just kind of know, like, we just know each other through, we both just enjoy Smash. Like, I don't really know, like we're like BFFs or whatever. Like,
and I think the like one of the things that like really needs to be said is like, before anybody gets in these YouTube comments, they're like, bro, you don't know the story. The thing is, they're both at fault, 100%. Like no one has ever taken away. Ally wasn't wrong, Zach's in the wrong, and anything else. And then, but Ally's had like multiple stuff like with him. But if we're talking about just this specific case, Ally was wrong, Zach's in the wrong. The thing is, though, the person who is going to look worse in this situation will always be Ally, because he was the one with the age and the maturity who should have been able to stop that. So
agreed, 100%.
That's correct. It. Like that's. I'm not trying to shift blame or nothing. I think both bands were warranted and worthy. And Zach still shows up in tournaments. He just plays a bunch of friendlies, but like he's not entering them. And I'm not even sure if he's allowed to do that at every tournament. I think there's like case by case scenarios if he's allowed to show up to the tournaments or not. So like, yeah, it really is. You know, he's kind of taking his in stride. Kind of sucks for him, whatever. But it's just weird to me that a whole scene decided, you know, man, you're good. Come through and take our money again.
Well, maybe we don't know the whole story too. Maybe there's a lot of people in Montreal that are against it, but it's just like the small few people that are in charge of like the TOs. Maybe they just made that call, because I did see some replies saying some people were not in agreement with it that lived in Montreal, that was part of the Montreal smashing. So I don't want to paint all of Montreal to be bad, you know.
So let's just say the Montreal TO that let that come happen. Just him.
Yeah.
Just him.
Yeah.
What are you doing, brother? Like, what are you doing? Oh man. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to be it for us. Do you have any final thoughts on any of the situation thing we talked about today, Hazmatt?
Any of them, or this last
literally anything.
Oof, man. Mars thoughts. It's a weird subject change because we're going for like way serious, but man, Mars won an S tier. Ken got buffed. Viren brought this up. It's been a really, really good week for yours truly. So I'm feeling good. I had some dope commentary and play at Genesis. Love Genesis, and yeah, man, can't wait for the next tournament. It's gonna be great. And thanks for having me on. It's been really, really good hanging out with both of you guys.
Speaking of, that was actually me and Haz's first. If you didn't listen to our commentary blog, that was me and Haz's first commentary blog ever together.
Really?
I enjoyed it. Yeah. And we were like by the third break, we were just fucking around.
You were fucking around. I was
no. Third break when you did the. No, that
was funny. Actually, that was right before the Sandstorm set. I rewatched that in the YouTube video. They clipped it to leave that in there, by the way. Pull that one. Put that. I'll drop it in the chat. I don't know if I have
All right.
permission, but it was a good one.
Man,
But yeah, man, I had a blast. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, no, it was good stuff. Yeah, that was our first block. I don't really, yeah, they don't like whenever it comes to like, there we go. Let me do that. Whenever it comes to like Genesis, I feel like they just put me with the same people over and over, and that makes sense. Like me and EE are Diamond Plague, of course. Me and D want to work together forever. So I'm surprised I didn't get a block with Coney, but it is what it is. We'll get all of our blocks at Pound and Glitches. So yeah. Do Austy and Hazmatt have kind of similar voices?
We definitely do.
Yep.
We hear that all the time. Like if we turn up our video and try to talk, I bet you'd have a hard time telling us apart.
Well, it's funny because when Haz and I casted that Smash Con set with Leffen and Salem, like a lot of the comments were like, I can't who's talking. So sometimes it just happens.
So you guys got the Sage Jam and Ultra Dave thing going on. Like if they're on the mic together, you cannot tell who's who, bro.
Really?
Good time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know how to find a set. You got to find like a Street Fighter set where they're commentating together, bro. It's a masterpiece. But anyway, guys, as I said, thank you guys for watching Heart Reads again. If you guys did not catch the entire episode, it will be on my YouTube later. But more importantly, it will be on the Apple podcast. Definitely hit that up if you want to catch that. Should be on Spotify as well. But the Apple clicks is what we need for those sweet sponsorship deals and all that good stuff. Any final thoughts, also, Austy?
No, that's good. It was a good show, everyone.
Yeah, great show. I'm probably gonna be back around 9 for some Shark Tank. So
nice.
Come through then. And until then, catch you guys next time.